Alright, hello everyone. I'm back with, I don't know what you want to call it, whatever the video from 2 weeks ago where I just ramble about my program. I'm going to do that again, and I'm going to try and have it be shorter than 18 minutes. So we're just going to get right into it instead of just dilly-dallying, and I'm going to show you right away what the program is. This will be a first in my showcasing series of whatever it might be, because you know I'm really bad at it. So this program is pretty simple. All it does is you have a speed and you have a time. Speed is in miles per hour, time is in hours. So I'm just going to do 30 miles per hour and 5 hours. Those are the test values I've been using very consistently. 30 always, 5, this one's getting mixed up. So this is a list box, and each iteration, each calculation, intermediate hour, that gets posted into the list box. And it's a pretty simple calculation. So when it's 1, 30 times 1 is 30, and it goes all the way up to 5. So then you get 150. Pretty simple stuff. What made this a little more involved were the clearing functions, and this one over here as well. Not the clearing, the writing to an external file, sorry. I was getting mixed up because I had issues with clearing the external file by mistake, and so on. So you can see here I've got a checkbox here and a little message that says, check me if you want the outputs written to an external file. So I'm going to go ahead and check that. We're going to do 30, and we'll do 9 this time. So this doesn't open the file for you. Everyone was making fun of me for making, for my stupid pinned folders like the meme archive, so I'm giving everyone another chance to laugh at that. So we'll go to the bin folder, and we'll go to the debug folder, and we look in your distances. You can see to 11, to 10. This was made just a few seconds ago. Open that up, and voila, we have the same thing that was in the list box in a text file. Now, that actually wasn't what the assignment wanted. The assignment wanted a separate button that writes the output in here to a file. And I didn't know about this. I designed my GUI thinking, oh, this is going to be awesome. I've got this checkbox here. It's really simple. You either get it or you don't. And then I read the instructions, and it turns out there's supposed to be a button that you push to get the output. So, all right, I've got two choices. I can either redesign my whole GUI, which honestly wouldn't be that difficult. I could just shift this, expand the form a little bit, and have a giant button on here that says export to text file or whatever. But I designed my GUI last week, and I wasn't going to touch any of that again because I liked my design, and I'm stubborn, and the instructions are stupid, so I'm going to find my own way around it. So there is a button in here that you can click on, and it tells you the output. I've made it hidden so that I can preserve my GUI. It's actually this here. This looks like it's just text on the screen. It's actually an invisible button. Normally buttons do this, you know, they change color a little bit when you mouse over them. And I also had an issue of when I moused over this, I got a pop-up window repeating the text that was in here. Let me see if I can get it to happen again using something else. There we go. It's something like this, where you mouse over something and it points over, or it brings up a new small window to repeat what was in there. I'm guessing it's something to do with accessibility text. I don't know how that helps because the pop-up does not say anything new, and I don't know. It was just some weird setting I couldn't figure out. So when you click on this, you find out that, yes, this is actually a button. And we'll go back to the debug folder, and we've got a new file in here. This actually was here a while ago, but this one's been updated. The same minute, actually. This one's called Your Secret Distances. So we'll open this, And just so you know that I'm not screwing with you, hold on a second. I'm going to uncheck this, set this to 4, calculate, and then output. I'm probably going to need to reload those. Uh-oh. Alright, that's unfortunate. I found a bug in my program. These are not supposed to be updated at the same time. This was not checked, and this was updated anyway. That's weird. Alright, there must be an issue in my code somewhere, which is unfortunate because it was due at 1 p.m. and I've already turned it in. So, as is tradition, there's an issue with my code that I don't notice until it's done. But whatever. The button works as intended. It's my extra stuff that's causing issues. How it's supposed to work is that these files are supposed to be independent. But that's not working. There's also another Easter egg in here, sort of, because we were doing something in class and the professor asked, oh, just open up a program that you don't really care about and add some stuff to it. And I only had one program open, and it was one I didn't care about, the assignment. So I added the secret to this button here. There are no Easter eggs here, go away. So what it's supposed to do is you're supposed to write a loop, whether it was a while loop or a for loop, that change or add your name to a text box 10 times. So it looks like as part of that code, I forgot to have it clear not the text box, the list box. Write your name to a list box 10 times. And it looks like I forgot to have it clear the list box of existing content before I did that. So another error in my code. This one's probably not going to get noticed unless they're looking really closely at the actual script, because I don't think anyone is going to accidentally click on this. These are pretty big labels. It's pretty easy to know which one is which. And I'm guessing, and there we go, there's not much margin of error, so you can, you have to be right on top of it to be able to actually activate it. I did it again. So I originally wanted this to punish you for clicking on it, and you would get this pop-up, there are no Easter eggs here, go away, for every single iteration. So you'd have to click on this 10 times before you could use the program again. And I just decided that was cruel to the creator, because sooner or later they were probably going to find it. If anything, they were going to find it in the code and wonder, ooh, I wonder what this does, and trying to find where the button is. So yeah, I'm thinking about the grader. And then they can read my great comments. Moyai, everyone loves global variables, facts. And I've also got a variable in here called memleak, because I am very aware that this my code is not very efficient. I could have done it in better ways, and I've already found some mistakes in here. Definitely not anything to do with one of these. Promise. So that was 10 minutes shorter than my last video, and I think I've talked about everything that I want to talk about. So you guys are dismissed. You can go home 10 minutes early.